The Libertarian Party.
Hi everybody, how are you? I am a Queens guy now, but I was born in Manhattan, raised as a young kid in the Bronx, and then out on Suffolk County. Joined the Marine Corps for several years. I'm a businessman now, and I live in Astoria, Queens, and I'm running for governor. Here's what I want to ask anybody. In this room, is there someone here who knows someone close to them who has left New York State? You guys know anybody? You do? Yeah, hand will be in the air, sorry. So put your hand in the air if you know someone who's left New York State, a loved one. Yeah, that's almost everybody. That's almost every room I go to. I've been across this state, all 62 counties. I've done the full Sharpe, that's what it's called now. 62 counties, and every place I go, the same thing happens. People have left this state. This state is so oppressive, it literally breaks up families. That has to change. You might say, well, Larry, so we should vote for either Democrat or Republican. No, you should not. For the past 16 years, the same thing has happened. The Democrat comes in first, the Republican comes in second, and then there is no change. I'm asking you this year to rethink that. Why? I'm the only candidate who actually talks about ideas. If you follow me at all at LarrySharpe.com or Larry Sharpe for New York Facebook page, nice plug. If you do that, you will see that I actually have policies that talk about how to make people happy. Yeah, I focus on something. I focus not on ideology, but I focus on happiness. Why? This nation was built on the idea of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But no one talks about that. Did you guys see the debate the other night? Was there any happiness there? No. Were there any policies there? No. It was no, you're corrupt, no, you're more corrupt, no, you're corrupt, no, you're more corrupt. I'm the guy who's not part of that swamp. I'm the guy who's not part of that establishment. I'm the guy who's a business guy. I've luckily never been a mayor or a governor. Time already. I'm super cool, vote for me. Done.
Okay, questions. We have a question for you. A recent study conducted at Columbia University's Mailman School of Public Health in Queens Quiet Skies has determined that current airplane flights over Queens residents are causing various health issues that are shortening their life. The governor jointly controls the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey. As governor, what can you do to leverage your position to get the Port Authority and the FAA to jointly give relief to those living under these flights instead of the airlines rebuilding our two Queens airports in order to increase flight operations?
Yeah, this is a big issue. Generally speaking, you'll find what the government does very well is create authorities, create boards, create commissions. The problem with these boards and these commissions is very often no one's in charge, no one's responsible, and there's never anyone local. What does that mean? You as a citizen, you go to your board and you complain and say, I'm worried about X, Y, and Z. That board very politely nods its head and then ignores you. That happens all the time. You then get upset and you ask for a FOIA request, which goes nowhere. You get nothing. There are two things I will do as governor. Number one is I will create the Office of Transparency, which means when you want to know what's happening on one of those boards or commissions, whatever the case may be, and you have a FOIA request, you will get it. That'll make some of the local people unhappy. Too bad. My goal as governor is not to enforce the king's will. My goal as governor is to protect the rights of the individuals against the local bullies who constantly pop up. This is a perfect example of that. Now, specifically to this, the National Port Authority has to be put on with people who are local, who live nearby, who are also people who are accountable to you in some way, shape, or form, as in voted on. I can't just appoint everyone and then they're only loyal to me, and then when they don't act accordingly, there's no repercussions. That happens again and again and again. What winds up happening is, it's the rule of no one. Again, you petition, they nod their heads, they ignore you. What happens? They give the governor $40,000, he keeps them on the board. We will now change that. So to answer your question, we'll have local control, and we'll look into it to find the right answer.
Question regarding the Gateway project, which is we need to get a new tunnel for Amtrak under the Hudson. It's the basic link for the Northeast Corridor. What can you do as governor to get our president and New Jersey to come together and get the money that we need to build that tunnel?
Yeah, the number one thing is you will find, whenever there's a problem, generally speaking, a Republican will use the phrase invest, a Democrat will use the phrase fund. What does that mean? Your taxes. So they'll do. You hear all the time, fund your taxes. I'm the only guy talking about alternative ways to raise money. So there has to be a tunnel. I got it, I love it. Why aren't we having someone sponsor that tunnel? Why isn't that tunnel also a freight tunnel? And why isn't that the Home Depot or the Amazon tunnel? Why aren't we putting some other money on top of that? Yes, because if we don't do that, you laugh. I don't like how that is. You want to pay $30 more billion in your budget? We have a $170 billion budget, and we're taxed like there's no tomorrow. And you want to just, well, we'll just have someone else pay. No, we're going to pay. That's what's going to happen. I don't want us to pay. I want someone who's going to use that thing to pay. Now think about all the freight lines we have in the MTA. The MTA is freight lines that goes out to Long Island, that go upstate New York. They're not being used at night. Why aren't those freight lines? Why is Amazon, freight forwarders, why aren't they using that instead to bring it to the city? They brought freight to the city, no more truck traffic into the city. Less wear and tear on the city, we raise money, and they pay for the maintenance. Not just that, if they're paying for the maintenance, guess what they'll do? They'll fund it themselves. They'll get bankers to pay for it. How do I know that? Bankers love that stuff. It's government stuff. They're happy to fund that stuff all day long. It'll be ongoing cash. We won't have to pay the actual anything because as people are going back and forth, part of what they pay will go to pay the bankers back.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sharpe, you have a 1-minute closing.
I got 2 questions only.
2 questions each.
That's fine. Was that good, guys, or no?
Yeah, there we go.
What you will find from me often is I will actually answer questions. You will find that I have a plan. If you actually want a plan, talk to me, I will give you an actual plan. What's been happening is one person yells, the other person yells, no plan. How does that help you? Right now, His Majesty's King Andrew Cuomo II, his entire campaign is Trump is evil. What's the Republicans' campaign? Cuomo's corrupt. That helps no one. What you heard me talk about in both cases was a way to make people accountable, a way for us to get what we want with no taxpayer dollars. Every single policy I talk about is the same. Transparency, accountability, no extra taxes with better service. If you actually want change, you have to vote Libertarian, Larry Sharpe for governor this year. I'm the guy with answers. More importantly, if I win, we have change. But if I come in second, there's a microphone in my face every single day saying, Larry, how the hell did you come in second in New York State? And all that is to talk about, keep going. And there's actual change. LarrySharpe.com, that's Sharpe with an E. The E stands for electable. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, our next candidate